Hi, we're here in Nugent Hall and we're here with Eric, and he is now going to tell us a little bit about himself, his interests, and why he decided to come to the University of Illinois. Take it away, Eric.
Alright, hello, my name is Eric Jenkins. I'm a freshman here at the university, majoring in political science. I'm pre-law, hoping to do law school here through ILEAP. And I guess the main thing to know about me, as you can see from the room, is I'm a huge Disney fan. Classic Disney, of course, parks, Walt's life. That's a lot of what I do. The reason I came to U of I, a couple of reasons. Mainly you always hear about the accessibility of the programs at DRES and how great that is. And that's been true from my experience here. Even seeing the room I'm in now, the first comment I made when I showed up here was, this place is even more handicap accessible than my house. My house has stairs going up, it has a stair getting to the living room, you can't go into a room without going up or downstairs. Because when we moved in, we had no idea the severity that the disability was going to cause. So coming here, having all this stuff, I don't have to open doors, my bed is remote controlled, I have a personal assistant, I have a pager that I can use whenever I need somebody. I don't use it too often, but it's always just nice to have.
Yeah.
So it was very surprising coming in. The second reason I chose to come here was my uncle went here and he loved it. I always say that his house could be a gift shop on Green Street because he's Mr. U of I. And so, of course, once my uncle found out I was coming here, we were so excited, and I'm like, if I can get the same place Uncle Brent went to, then I must have something going for me because my uncle's a genius.
So just looking at the facilities here at Nugent, how does it differ being at home with the help of your family there, and what equipment do you normally use here that helps you to be more independent?
At home, like I was saying, the house just totally isn't meant for someone with a disability. I mean, we've done some things with it over the years, added a chairlift, added some ramps, but it's really not meant for that. To come here where this place is designed specifically for disabilities is fantastic. As far as when I use my personal assistants, they basically do just what my parents did. I'll have them come in. Their main thing is to put the shoes on, but I have them for an hour, so I want to utilize them. So I'll have them clean some things up. If I'm working till 1 in the morning, like I normally on homework, I'll have them pack my backpack because I'm too tired to do that. But the assistance has been great here, and like I said, it's much more accessible from when I come from in terms of both living at home and the high school environment I went to. As far as the elevators, the size of the elevators fitting in. If we're talking about equipment, another thing I use a lot more here is my power chair, which I just got specifically for the purpose of college. I used a walker all the time growing up. Parents never wanted me in a chair because they didn't want any encourage walking, obviously. I never used one. And so coming here, one of my biggest challenges was learning how to use the power chair, because I have spatial difficulties and I always felt like I'm going to fall. And if I'm in the walker, at least I have some control. When I'm in the power chair, the joystick is going to do whatever I tell it to do, but at the end of the day, I don't have as much control as I did in the walker, so that's something I've had to get used to, is using the power chair more often to get around campus. And I'd say the last thing that I probably utilized here more than at school was the bus system here. Overall, they've done a really good job. There's been a couple problems with miscommunication on pickup time, which has caused some unneeded stress, but I've gone over. And I'd say overall the bus system has really helped, because they're all accessible. High school, sometimes they, like when I hurt my knee and had surgery, they would send the non-accessible bus instead of the right bus, and I had to wait an hour for them to send the right bus. And here I know that I'm always going to get something that's meant for wheelchairs.
And going off of that question, what type of technology would you like to see maybe developed in the future in order to help you, or do you think that the way that they're going right now is the correct way?
I always want to look to future technologies to see what's out there, because it's amazing what they come up with. I mean, I'm blind in my right eye. My after something the next 10 years, they might be able to fix that. So I'm looking more to the medical stuff. As far as day-to-day living college life, I don't think there's anything that I would need to do here. It's not being accomplished. One thing I do know that's a difficulty for me is getting around campus without the use of the bus system. My navigation skills aren't that great due to spatial awareness and the blindness in the eye and stuff. So if there was some sort of technology, and this goes for not just disabled but anyone, an enhanced GPS thing where I know that I could get to a class the way if I did miss the bus, or if there was that communication. I could have something personal that would just tell me, not turn at streets, because even that's too advanced for me. I just turn right, turn left, go straight, get here. So if there's anything I'd like to see as far as technology improved, it's just that I could be more independent getting around campus and not relying on that bus system.
Are you involved with any other clubs here on campus or any other activities?
Mainly doing right now for college LAS leaders, which I describe it as about 75% focused on marketing the college and networking with other alumni and other members, and 25% service oriented. Mainly with that, our big event was last week. We did the LAS Career Exploration Night, where we met. And one of the thing that I signed up to do for my shift for about 2.5, 3 hours was just to go around to all the different tables, talk with the alumni, making sure they're engaged, and that kind of incorporates the things that I learned from the speech team in high school, and that was a lot of fun. Wheelchair basketball is another thing on my list of things that I'd like to try to do. I've got a friend in it right now. However, the fact that they practice at 6 in the morning kind of is
God.
not too happy about that. But the main thing I do is LAS leaders, and then I'd like to add some voice work to that later on this year.
Okay, so thank you very much for speaking with us today, Eric. We really appreciate your time. But just lastly, based on your opportunities and experiences given to you here at the University of Illinois, would you recommend going here to someone else living with a disability and the living environment that you've been exposed to here?
I'd say definitely this should be a #1 choice for students with disabilities, because I've seen so many people, and even my parents have commented, so many opportunities for people that probably wouldn't be going to college anywhere else. There's nothing really like this. We're the best program in the nation, so there's nothing really like this to give these opportunities. So definitely, this is one of the best places for students with disabilities to come, and it's definitely great to network and know that when you do leave the university and you leave the program here at DRES and at Beckwith, knowing that having some connections outside of the university for real life is definitely something that both disabled and non-disabled students should focus on. So I would definitely recommend both the university as a whole, our Beckwith program, and the LAS leaders for any students who are interested.
Thank you.